Okay, Bitcoin under $55,000. If you haven't, watch a video. I just posted this video on TikTok about Ethereum. And let me show you, for those of you watching this in the future, essentially what that video is talking about. So Ethereum, previous bear market range high is right there, 2133.7. So I'm going to draw a horizontal line there. Hello, everyone on TikTok. This was really interesting. Good afternoon, Lavi. Hello, John. Good morning. Yeah, Mohammed. All right, so I'm going to draw this horizontal line here. The bear market range high around 2,133 or so dollars. AC, why were you so bearish lately? What do you mean? Why was I so bearish lately? First of all, I'm not bearish. Second of all, I think what you're referring to is the fact that I don't think things are going to... I don't think things are going to go as high as most people think. And then third of all, the price has been going straight down. So if I was bearish, I was right to be bearish. Should I put everything in stablecoins ASAP? No. All right. Actually, all right. For those of you on TikTok, I want to show you something. I did just make a video on this, okay? So I'm going to flip my camera real quick and then show you this. So this is Ethereum right now, and I just posted this video on TikTok. But Ethereum, the bear market range high was around $2,100. You can see we retested that. We revisited that on August 5th, and maybe we'll revisit that again. But this is where we are right now with Ethereum. Now let's rewind to 2020. 2021, 2020. Here is the bear market range high. And you can see in September, I'll draw another horizontal line. September, we did the same thing. September of 2020. We did the same thing. We broke through, we revisited it. The difference between then and now is we got a little too ahead of ourselves with the spot Bitcoin ETF launching and then altcoins doing 702 retraces, basically. Some of them, at least. Ethereum, I think, did a 702 retrace. So what's happening to Nero? I don't know what's going on with Nero. TA says $105,000 Bitcoin. All right. Does wake me up when September ends means October's Green Day? So, okay, we got too far ahead of ourselves, and now we're doing the same thing that we did in 2020. Except in 2020, it wasn't nearly as painful because we didn't have this big breakout with Ethereum and with a lot of altcoins first. We just did what we did, you know? So let me get caught up on some comments here. Alex, did you see the Alvarez yield curve video? Yeah, that's really interesting. I did see that. And so maybe we're going to have to see what happens, but he calls it the whipsaw effect, where we peak out into back into positive territory in the yield curve, and then we go back down into a yield curve inversion, which means that if that were to happen, that we would potentially delay a recession, believe it or not. So... interesting. Oh, Nero listed in Binance. That's what's the deal. Okay. Good data, and we dump because it's September. Yeah, I saw that move up to $57,000 for Bitcoin, and I was like, as soon as it gets to 57,000, we're going to sell. People are going to short. They're just going to take opportunities to short. It's like we were at $55,000 or $57,000 like an hour ago, and now we're at 55. We got under 54. It's absurd. It's September. All right. Yeah, and then Crayon Dave says the data was not that good. The initial data was good, and then the supplemental data and the revisions were not that good. So just crying at my Yeah. All right. You scrolled away from the live, and I hope I'm not going to re-answer that. It's coming down to 52.3, 50, 52.53. It might be. Yeah. All right. Flipping camera again. All right, guys. I'm live on YouTube. World War Bitcoin. Live on YouTube. Hey, bro, what do you think ICP will get to before the crash, and should I sell it once it reaches? You put your savings into meme coins, and now you're down 95%. Why would you do that? ICP, I think we'll put in a new 2024 high. That's all I'm going to say about ICP. All right. Good morning. Sold everything. Okay, Savani. Good luck to you. Good morning from Scotland. All right. You're welcome, Rodrigo. Hello, Unique Birds. So Nero, let me see what's up with Nero. We are doing a HEEHEE giveaway, by the way. So if you buy 0.2 Solana worth of HEEHEE, you will automatically be entered into a raffle to where you could win $100 worth. I'm going to announce Wednesdays and today's winners immediately after the live stream. Or sorry, immediately after 1 p.m. Eastern time. Wow, so Nero, yeah. Nero's pumping, got listed on Binance. Okay, we'll see what happens. What about Litecoin? I mean, Litecoin's not going to do anything significant till the end. Grab some DOAI, always down for Solana AI. Very nice. Yeah, I'm going to be grabbing that soon. Like I said in the video that I made, I have not yet grabbed it, but I will soon. So, all right. Do you think it's bots causing the chaos with Bitcoin? No. I mean, sure, but no. It's just, man, this reminds me a lot of July of 2021. It was just this laddering effect where there was this big grayscale unlock coming up that people were waiting for before they were going to buy. And so Bitcoin went up to $35,000. Traders took an opportunity to short Bitcoin at that time, and it went, and then it dumped, and then it went up to 34, and then it's like, nope, it's supposed to go down. We're going to put it down. It dumped. It went up to 33, dumped. It just did this laddering effect, and so and then today it went up to $57,000, and I was like, they're going to short it. They're going to short it, and there we go. It got shorted again. So in October, I think it's going to be the opposite, where every dip is going to be longed. What's the likelihood of us visiting sub 50K? I mean, there's always a possibility. At some point, before you know it, one day, it's going to be over, and it's going to be over like in a good way. The misery is going to be over. Revisiting the liquidation lows. Most of the time we do revisit the liquidation lows. I've been saying that I've been more in favor of a V-shaped recovery. In other words, that we just wouldn't revisit those lows from August 5th. I mean, it's certainly possible. It would have to happen this month. Hello, old fella and Syringian. You mentioned the price that you thought Bitcoin would be at this point if Bitcoin ETF wasn't approved. Was it 53K? No, if the Bitcoin ETF was never approved, I think Bitcoin would be around $32,000 right now. Good morning, Radek. What's the bad data? Will, there were some revisions. There were some things that like I saw something about like part-time jobs. Let's see. I mean, Zero Hedge is the source of all the data right now. So what were some things here? Man, they post a lot. Oh, come on. It was like, so one thing of supplemental data that I remember was like, there were a lot of part-time jobs added. There was a net gain for part-time jobs, but a net loss for full-time jobs. Things like that. That was the bad data. Good morning, bald-headed Jimmy Head. Do you see QuickSwap moving on news and Mark Cuban involved? I don't know any news with QuickSwap. I don't know anything about QuickSwap. Hello, Linus. I'm losing a little faith in the rate cut rally. Feel like every week I'm edging closer to pain, meeting us sooner than expected. Rate cut rally. I've kind of changed my tune on a rate cut rally. I'm just October. It's in September. Thoughts on Chainlink? Chainlink's a slow mover. Best revenue generating coins to invest? I don't know. Do you think you're mostly pulling out in December? Sorry, so many typos before. I think I'm going to be 90% out by December. We'll see. I'm gonna follow the market's lead. I've been saying that. I mean, who knows what happens if Trump wins? The market has priced in the possibility of a Kamala win. It was more so pricing in a Trump win when it was Trump against Biden. But who knows? I'm not expecting that we'll be able to avoid a recession. Yeah. We broke down from the 2 trillion market cap. All right. Have you looked at NCT? I've looked at NCT before. It's a weird chart. Been studying profits since February. Want to take profits but not lose my position. I have no thoughts on that. Sorry, JN. It's like if you watch Ben Cohen, he thinks Bitcoin will potentially go back down to 39K in line with prior cycle with rate cuts, but he never factors in the ETF impact. That's correct. He doesn't factor in the ETF impact. I don't think he's factoring in the last time was a COVID crash. If anything, we should just be flat instead of going down to 39K. Studies show that a lot of people quit full-time job and have 2 or more part-time jobs. Forgot where I seen that article. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm live on YouTube. World War Bitcoin. So what about the 3 vids for buying alt still applies? I mean, remember my first video, Coco Jambo. I said it's probably a little too early. Listen, I know it's painful right now. I know that. Okay, but DCAing and hodling alts, that's not what I was preaching from April to June. I started talking about that a little bit in July, but you want to be too early instead of too late. I was too late in October of 2023. I was too late. I thought we still had more time, and then all of a sudden, boom, Bitcoin shot off like crazy. And I was not properly positioned for altcoins at that time. I don't want to make that same mistake again. Do you recommend to start DCAing Kronos this month or wait till Euphoria? Kronos, let's see, crypto.com. I'd be fine DCAing into it. If anything, it's gonna be flat. So if we have an altcoin season of 5x on things like Render, FET, ARB, API3, Manta, and Pyth, yeah. At 54.1K, we'll bounce back up. All right, 54.1. I'm looking at fibs. I'm gonna be looking at fibs here in a second if my fibs will load. Where are my fibs? I don't know. All right, I guess I'll draw new fibs. I'm assuming that's some kind of a retrace. 236 retrace. Yeah, you might be right about that. We'll see. Do you let's see. What's your prediction for ETH in 2024? Thanks for all the information you provide. New all-time high. That's all I'm going to say. Target for near. I don't have one for 2024. I'm not buying anymore, like 80% in. Want to keep some as I think there's a good chance we sweep that liquidity low. If you're 80% in, yeah. If you're 80% in, that would be a good idea to wait to the possibility that would sweep the liquidity low. How far realistically can the alts drop this year? I mean, there's a saying I hate to say, but they can always drop lower. But so many of these are at their previous bear market bottoms. And that was the same case in 2020. So many of them in September 2020 were at their previous bear market, were at their bear market bottoms. So it's like, yeah, I know it feels like they can just keep on dropping forever, but I want to be buying these altcoins at their bear market bottoms. I don't want to be buying the ones that are still up big from their bear market bottoms. So, all right. Could ICP get to $5 trying to buy then? Bear market bottom is $3. ICP, I'm just going to look at the chart real quick. It's at $7.11, 7.12. Man, the thing about ICP is August 5th, it did not put in a lower low. So right now, you could technically say it's in an uptrend. So $5 might be a little far-fetched. Heavy in Spell and Filecoin not messing this round up. Ooh, Filecoin. Ooh. Gala price expecting, please. Alan Lichtman predicts a Kamala win. I don't know, man. I don't know about Alan Lichtman. So what? He got Trump right. That's essentially all he did, is he got Trump right. That was the only surprise. But didn't he pick? He picked Gore in 2000. But he spun it in such a way like, yeah, Gore won, but the Supreme Court gave it to what's his name? To Bush. I kind of wish Gore won. I think it don't matter who wins. It doesn't matter for like recession reasons. The market will pump if Trump wins. I think he got 9 of the past 10 right. Everyone says he got all of the last 10 right. He didn't. He got Bush wrong. Thoughts on Tau? I like Tau. I'm bullish on it. Let's see. Tau. Do you think October, November will be good? I've been saying that October, November would be good. I mean, Tau, 236 retrace is 212. It's at 238 right now. That entry is long, is gone. I did well on that entry, but I mean, Tau can go lower, maybe 212 if you see it go to 212. Solana Q4 prediction, how about $300? Let's see. GM Randy, Rob. By the way, again, for those of you on TikTok, I'm live on YouTube. World War Bitcoin. I can answer every question on TikTok. I cannot on YouTube. So head on over to, or sorry, flip that around. I can answer every question on YouTube. I can't on TikTok. You know, maybe Near's going to sweep the lows. I mean, Near's been terrible these last few days. I mean, lots of altcoins have been terrible. So what's that liquidation low? $3.09. Hello, Crowman. What about Render? Wouldn't be surprised if Render was looking pretty bad. I mean, it's rounding out, maybe putting in a higher low. So pay me 1 ETH a month. Yeah, good luck with that. Bitcoin dominance is going down. What do you think? Yeah, Banter. Hey, guys, great question from Banter. He says, Bitcoin dominance is going down. What do you think? I think a lot of these altcoins are bottomed out. And there's only, if Bitcoin's going to continue to crash, it's going to do so in a way that that Bitcoin's dominance is not going to, you know, normally when Bitcoin dumps a little bit, altcoins dump really hard. This time around, if Bitcoin's going to dump, altcoins are not going to dump as much. I wonder how many threats crypto influencers get nowadays. I get probably 20 aggressively negative comments every day. I hate it. It's something that, like, you know, when I see somebody, another influencer getting a lot of hate, I don't pile on. Even if I think that they did something stupid, because it just sucks. It's over. Now's not the time to say it's over. You want to let's see what happens in October. If October sucks, it's over. And I will tell that to all of you. If October sucks, it's over. But it's over until rates bottom out, and then I'll be insanely bullish. What do you think about TokenFi again? All right, I mean, not again, but you've been spamming that question. I don't know anything about TokenFi. Thoughts on TIA? TIA's not looking so great. You know, I do have it as a play for the new lows on TIA. I do have it as a play ahead of the massive unlocks on October 30th. I'm just going to hold on and see what happens. But everything sucks right now. I agree, if October is like this month, it'll definitely be over. But Angel, here's the deal. It will be over until, remember what happened in COVID. All right, because we've had very, very similar moves to 2019. COVID came, black swan event, the markets dumped. And then what happened? You know, rates went to zero. And then this huge rally came. And I've been telling you guys, like, I think there will be some kind of a scam pump, a move to $80,000 Bitcoin. But the thing that I'm waiting for is the real thing that's going to have me more bullish than ever before. And I'm not excited about it from a long-term perspective, but short-term, very excited about it, is rates bottoming out and the money printer being turned back on. And then, and that would happen possibly towards the end of 2025. And so I know you guys are saying 4-year halving cycle. What about the 4-year halving cycle, bro? It's one of the most overrated things in all of existence. It has some effect, and I expect it to have some effect, but not to the extent that people are saying. Again, I'm live on YouTube, World War Bitcoin. One more reminder. Okay, HEEHEE giveaway. There are 3 entrants right now. If you buy 0.2 Solana worth of HEEHEE between now and 1 p.m. Eastern time, you will automatically be entered into a raffle to where you could win $100 worth. What do you think about Litecoin? I love Litecoin, but not right now. I think at the very least we'll retrace to bottom fib band around 52K and hold that. Yeah, it's possible. Bitcoin dominance includes stable, so it goes down sometimes when Bitcoin capitulates. Not the Bitcoin dominance chart that I'm looking at, Sam. Everyone thinks bull run is coming in October, but without liquidity, nothing will happen. People don't have money to spend. I hear that objection all the time. First of all, not everyone thinks the bull run's coming in October. There's a lot of uncertainty right now. And retail does not drive bull runs. Retail comes in after the bull run starts. Deeper pockets will drive the bull run. Telos, what's up with Telos? Nothing. It's just flat. There's no reason to try to get in on this just yet. Hello, Alex. September is red as all previous cycle. It's like the 4-year cycle is still on. Don't you think the market will behave just like other cycles regardless of recession or not? No. Don't you think? No, I don't. Absolutely not. I think that we'll have a move that will make people convinced, that will convince people that we'll have a normal 4-year cycle, but no. Why you've heard me talk about this stuff for months now. Why are you asking a question? Don't you think it's going to be like it's always been when rates are the way they are and the entire market is hawkish right now? Don't put words into my mouth. Don't you think? No. Others' dominance is the real Bitcoin dominance. All right, I already responded to that. Alex, why do you think ETH has not pumped with ETF approval? Thoughts on a 2K ETH? There's no institutional demand for ETH. There's plenty of institutional demand for Bitcoin. The ETH ETF is a dud. All right, maybe when things get exciting again, the ETFs will load up on Ethereum, but right now, I mean, no ETF launch is going to excite me. Happy weekend. When will the market be risk on again? October. September's historically a bad month. And back to that question about don't you think yada yada yada? September's a bad month not just for Bitcoin, but for the Nasdaq as well, for stocks. September is just historically a bad or flat month. Different market altogether. You have no clue. You are coping. You are coping right now. You want to believe what everybody's telling you, which they're starting to wake up, but everyone's been telling you 4-year halving cycle, Bitcoin to $200,000 November of 2025, and I am telling you, stop coping, number one. Number one, stop coping. Open your eyes and see reality. Reality is that Bitcoin has always existed in a zero interest rate environment. Funny money, quantitative easing. And right now, we are in an exact opposite environment. But the market makers are going to get you. They're going to get you to a point where you come into my live stream and you're going to tell me, oh, you were so wrong. You were so wrong. I'm so glad I didn't listen to you. And then you're going to get wrecked. You have no clue. People all of a sudden are telling me I have no clue because I'm telling them stuff that they don't want to hear. When I tell you something you don't want to hear and you respond, you have no clue. You only are willing to listen to things you want to hear, not to the truth. Man, you people, not all, like 5% of you, you're going to get destroyed. Any chance that you could put together a video showing the top 5 alts to invest if Bitcoin sweeps the lows at 49K? The ones with the most upside if that happens. Maybe, Karen, I don't know. Again, I want to buy the ones that have already bottomed out. Not me, not you, Benji. Alex, you said to buy meme coins back in July. I stopped. I exited. I stopped. Okay, yeah. From April to July, things were looking good for meme coins. And then it shifted. And I sniffed that out before anyone else. I stopped talking about meme coins months ago. 2 months ago or a month ago. You realize I'm not answering questions about meme coins anymore. I'm not making videos about meme coins anymore. The market changed and I shifted. What do you want from me, Chris? Still bullish on loopering, yes. Alex, I really appreciate your honesty and realness. You call it like it is. Thank you. Thank you. Man. Most memes are a scam. No, all memes are a scam. I mean, they're not. Sure, most memes are a scam. There are some that have the ability to bounce back in new cycles. And I'm hoping that he is one of those. That's the plan. You know, bear market, I'm scooping up as much HEEHEE supply as possible. Or anyway. All the markets suck. It's September. Hi, Alex. It's Ondo and Pendle are not at bear market level, so better to DCA on other alts. I mean, maybe. You know, Ondo does look like it has more potential to go down. Pendle seems to be holding up a little bit better, but Pendle already dumped. Ondo is holding up very well, and now it's just kind of losing momentum. So, thoughts on Caspa? Caspa's a strong one. I like Caspa. I know it's all right. It's down because everything else is down. But man, Caspa looks like it's lost its range. That's a bummer. We'll see how low it goes. It could be just a wick. Some altcoin, man, Jasmine, what is up? Some altcoins are green right now. That's wild. I mean, Bitcoin's dominance is dropping. Where's Bitcoin right now? 54.9, yeah. I don't see a world where Trump doesn't destroy Harris in the debate. I mean, Harris will be well prepared. What about Prime? What's up with Prime? Is ICP going to give me the best ROI 2024? Probably not. So Prime, I mean, one thing Prime has going for it is it did put in a higher high on the daily. So maybe hopefully it's forming some kind of a higher low right now. Are we at the bottom? We can certainly go lower. I don't know. You know, we're 6 days into September. Is today the 6th? Yeah, today's the 6th. I just, I would feel more comfortable calling the bottom if it was like September 25th or something like that. On September 6th, it's just we've kind of turned September into a self-fulfilling prophecy. It just sucks. I hate September. I like September because, NFL started, Premier League started last month, and I like the weather in September. I hate September. I just can't. I'm so tired of September. Every year, September sucks. I have a limit at 45, 630. Now's the time to buy, isn't it? It's DCA. Yes, NFL. Yes, fantasy football. I'm all for that, My oldest daughter's birthday is in September. I love September otherwise, This happens in all markets during September. Oh, not yeah, oh, shoot, did I look at Telcoin? I'm sorry, Ran. I don't have T-Loss on here. That is criminal. We didn't get a desk smash there. There we go. Bitcoin cycle always correlates the global money supply M2. Forget the 4-year halving cycle. Oscar. Got it right. Alex, I've grown weary. September. Sell in May and go away. Sell in May. My goodness. Sell in May and go away has proven itself once again to be true. Man, we should have sold in May and then bought on September 30th. Next time, okay? Next 2025. I mean, maybe 2025. I mean, I'm selling in December. We'll see. This happens in all markets during September. Cracks me up you predicted this weeks ago, some just don't want to hear the truth. I mean, I also, yes. I mean, we've been talking about September being a crappy month for a really long time. And I know it's like, you know that meme with the guy digging and he gives up like right before he breaks through to this big pile of diamonds? It's like, if you give up right now, I'm not saying that you're giving up right before the diamonds, but you got to at least get to the breakthrough point so you can see what's on the other side of that wall. Maybe it's a big pile of feces. I don't know. But let's just find out, you know? I think it's diamonds. So, all right. I said September was going to suck. I also have been of a mindset that we would see some kind of a move higher before the rate cuts, and that would be a sell the news event. It doesn't seem like that's happening. So yes, September sucks. We all knew September was going to suck. I'm not batting 1,000 here. I fully admit that. Nobody ever bats 1,000. We need those people for our exit liquidity. How do you know they're bottomed out compared to other alts? They're just at their bear market bottom. They can go lower, but a lot of altcoins are at their bear market bottoms. Thank you, Don, for the kind response. You could have responded very negatively to me, so thank you for that. I believe in Jew bro. Thank you, Banter. Alex, people need hope, LOL. Markets don't care for anybody. Let the market be and sit back if you have confidence in a token and hodl. Sure. Crypto Bastard did a video this week saying LCX is dead and get out. What do you think? No, LCX isn't dead. I mean, why pick on LCX? You know, it's doing what every other cryptocurrency has done. It's down. Oh, shoot. And I've been saying 11 cents. You see LCX go to 11 cents. That's a good buying entry. It looks like it's just flat right now. It's not quite falling knife. It looks like it's broken through its downtrend and it's retesting it. LCX, I mean, even if it is dead, it'll do a dead cat bounce. These guys are not experienced. Don't let them aggravate you. Thank you for your work. I kind of enjoy when I get aggravated. You know, I enjoy it. So, you know, this is part of the fun of all of this. If I 10x bro, I will buy you Cartier glasses. All right, thank you, Yubi. Yeah, somebody messaged me saying he wanted to pay for my kid's education if things went well. And I'm like, I will not accept that. No, screw you. You're not going to have this hold on me. The whiners are the ones investing more than they can afford. I'm so chill right now because losing my entire portfolio doesn't affect my everyday life. That's how it should be. Blood Timber. What do you think about PayPay? Meme coin. PayPay sucks. I don't know. I mean, PayPay might be fine. Actually, you could long and short PayPay on Bitmart. So, others bouncing dominance down. Others bouncing dominance down. I need to look at others dominance. Let me add that to the, if there is something that will show up on TradingView. Others dominance. ETH dominance, Solana dominance. Oh wait, here we go. All right, others dominance. There we go. Excluding the top 10. So it's at 9.39% right now. This is something that I want to pay attention to. September is a good month to buy. I would say it's usually red. You know, given how what's so funny about right now, just you know, everyone's so terrified. Let's see how far down we are in September. We're 6.85% down right now in September, which is pretty normal. Reminder, everybody, if you buy 0.2 Solana between now and 1 p.m. Eastern time, you have about an hour and 50 minutes. You will automatically be entered into a raffle to where you could win $100 worth of HEEHEE. And I will announce the winner for Wednesday and Friday and today on my X account. Do you think VeChain will do well? I think it'll be okay. What's your NFL team? Don't hate me. Don't hate me. Okay. I was born in Massachusetts. I lived there for the first 13 years of my life. I'm a New England Patriots fan. I'm so sorry. I mean, you should feel bad for me, right? Well, no, you shouldn't. As a Patriots fan, seriously, if they don't do a single thing for the rest of my life, I will be perfectly fine with that. They've won so much, and I'm sorry for even saying that for you Lions fans or you Vikings or Bills fans. $85 invested. You said Pepe 40 million market cap. I said 45 million market cap. And then I made a video 4 weeks ago now saying that my price targets are toast. That eventually I could see Pepe getting to 45 million. No, sorry, billion. I said billion. Eventually I could see Pepe getting to $45 billion. It's probably not happening in 2024, 2025. But I think Pepe has staying power. Let's see. You got to have the bad months to enjoy the good ones. Yeah. Others can't go lower. Look at the daily trend or weekly from December. I mean, look at that. That's pretty much a double bottom except for that big liquidation wick. Others looks good. Others dominance looks pretty good right now. What's in December? Oh, wow, December. Oh, wait, no, that was last year. I've never even considered looking at the others dominance chart. I need to give this a better look. So over time, could big money be tax harvesting? I don't know. Right now, September? Guys, again, for those of you on TikTok, I'm live on YouTube, World War Bitcoin. Head over to YouTube. I am able to respond to every comment on YouTube, but not on TikTok. So I threw on my back yesterday. Sorry, Chris. October Bitcoin price prediction, $80,000. I am sticking with that unless we see Bitcoin go below its yearly open, which is 44,000. I think October is going to be a bullish month, somewhere between a 15 and 30% gain from month open to month close. Let's see. Banana. I'm not going to do banana gun right now. Which coins are at their bear market bottoms that you're eyeing? I mean, really, a lot of the top 50 coins, a lot of them are at bear market bottoms. Coins like Cardano, larger market cap coins first. Cardano. I was going to say Polygon. You never know with Polygon after this transition to Pole, you know. Just look in the top 50 and look at the ones that I'm talking about. Thoughts on AOs? AOs is still up big time from its bear market bottom. This is one that I'd say a lot of those AI cryptos. AOs was at a penny in the bear market. A lot of those AI cryptos I would just avoid for the short term. Just wait a little bit. Not financial advice. Desk smash to cheer us up, please. Okay. All right, there we go. You sound like you lost on calls today. Sure, man. Yeah, I totally lost. I lost. Keep on believing that. I mean, I certainly have lost money. I'm in a lot of spot right now. So I'm down on my money, but like I've already won this cycle, okay? So, I mean, it sucks to lose money, but I've already locked in my wins for this cycle. How low do you think Bitcoin will go? I don't know, man. I mean, you know, maybe lower 50s. Anything's possible. This early in September, it's like, man, September sucks. We can go lower. You don't lose money until you sell. So unrealized losses, yeah. Do you think we will visit the May peak on many alts before 2025, or will we pass those peaks? I believe that we will see a new all-time high in the total 2 crypto market cap. That's all I'm going to say. Some won't revisit those highs, others will. Please, some words on Polkadot. I've never been a fan of Polkadot. Never. Uh, it's just continually losing market cap dominance. Thank you, Shauna. Just be specific, sell on May 21st and go away. Yeah, maybe that's the date. Noble, great time to buy. I mean, I'd start with large caps. I really want to get in heavy on Noble blocks at the proper time. Last question for today. Coin that has a 99 score on Dex tool, can they rug pull or be a scam regardless? Most meme coins are scams. I mean, you're buying something that you know is going to go to zero eventually. But rug pull, I don't know. I don't know enough about how they do scores on Dex tools. Thoughts on Banana Gun? Mark, I know you've been waiting for a while for an answer. I have not looked into Banana Gun. I just don't know anything about it. So I am sorry about that. Jasmine, good. Jasmine's pretty strong today. If you're asking if it's good, I've been waiting for it to get to 0.01708, and it still hasn't touched it. It got within like fractions of a fraction of a penny to that point. I think people are panicked because the red for September is already down so much already. People think it's going to be a bloodbath for the rest of the month, but we could bottom early in the month. Yeah, Cran Dave, I do acknowledge that. You know, if we continue at this pace, Bitcoin's down like 7% this month. So does that mean that we're going to be down like 35% by the end of the month? Are you selling any crypto? Ooh, no, not at all right now. I'll sell in October maybe. Stuck in ADA and HBAR, thought on price, planning my exit. I'd hold on to ADA. HBAR, because of its inflation, HBAR can go lower than where it is now. HBAR is so highly inflationary. But, you know, at least it's not below its bear market bottom. But HBAR's kind of bottomed out. Just curious if you've seen Steve's new Crypto Crew University Bloodbath coming. I'll check it out. Yeah. Arweave, good pick. I like Arweave. It had a strong run earlier this year, which means it's another one that's pretty high above its bear market bottom. So that's another one that I'd be like, man, at the right time, I'd be interested in buying Arweave. Not quite right now. If we go to 52K, which I believe we are, the 15 to 30% won't get us back to 80K. Where are we going to close the month, Tony? That's what it doesn't matter about where we are if we get to 52K. It matters where we close. And sure, you know, I could be wrong about 80K in October. Do you have any videos for beginners traders? I do in the HEEHEE Premium Discord. If you buy 20,000 HEEHEE tokens, you will be granted access to the HEEHEE Premium Discord. Right now, that's like $25, and you could sell at any time and then, you know, be out of the Discord. But the HEEHEE Premium Discord launches on Sunday, 2 days from now. So, and I have videos that are already posted there on just some beginner trader things. Buying calls for next week in Dow. All right. You know, all right, where's Dow? I mean, it's down again today. Dow Jones, 40,396. It really does look like nothing if you look at this, but what's CME FedWatch looking like right now? Oh, man, you know, all right, I looked something that really surprised me on the FedWatch. So we're paying so much attention to September. Right now, it's a 55% chance that there's going to be a 25 basis point cut and a 45% chance that there's going to be a 50 basis point cut. But then November, oh my goodness, November, there is an 80% chance that there will be more than a 50 basis point cut after September to November. That just blows my mind. 80%. Actually, no, what it means is there's an 80% chance, according to the CME FedWatch tool, that one of the two next Fed meetings is going to be a 50 basis point cut. I haven't heard anyone talking about that. Good greetings, Alex. This does not feel like a bull run. It seems like ever since BlackRock joined, a problem. The problem is that we got too far ahead of ourselves because of BlackRock and Fidelity, Vanguard, ARK, all of them. They bought up so much Bitcoin that we had this really confusing run, and we were like, what are we going to do? Because Bitcoin hit a new all-time high before the halving. But Bitcoin at this time in 2020 was at $10,000, which is the equivalent of Bitcoin being at $34,000, $35,000 right now. So we're still, with Bitcoin at $54,000, ahead of schedule in comparison to where we were in 2020. So that's why it doesn't feel like a bull run, because we got too far ahead of ourselves. Render chart. I already looked at render. I wouldn't touch it quite yet. I'm just holding until May, then I'm going away until September. All right, yeah. Is Zay a good buy at this time, all-time low? No, Zay kicked in July. Zay kicked in super high inflation in their tokenomics. All right, Axelar and LCX for year-end. LCX new all-time high. Axelar, I don't know. Yeah, 80%. Yeah. Mr. Cuz, are your viewers starting to believe me now? No, they're starting to believe me. They don't want anything to do with you, Mr. Cuz. And you did say you changed. Hey, come on in. If you're going to come on in, you need to acknowledge that you did change your opinion to a point where you agreed with me. So now we're in this boat together. You want to take credit for the stuff you've been spewing in September, which is historically a terrible month. Then you're also going to take the blame if we don't go to $80,000 because you shifted. And I never shifted. I mean, I did shift in a sense that I decided I changed my opinion on the intensity of the move in Bitcoin. Y'all suck. The premise of your question is wrong. Let's see. CME scares me. Looks like a recession is coming. David, yes. Welcome. I literally, oh my goodness, yeah. I have been talking about this recession that is coming since 2022. All right, so I got into it with another content creator who doesn't talk about crypto, and he was so condescending, telling me, all these other people predicted recessions in 2022 and 2023 and 2024, and now you're saying 2025, and the data is not in your favor. And it's like, no, I've always been saying. Now, here's what I've been saying. I've been saying when rates top out, and then after those first rate cuts, we would enter a recession. So if you watch my video from November 10th, 2022, when Bitcoin was under $16,000, and I said I was bullish for the first time in a year, I said I was bullish. If you watch that video, you'll see that I talk about when they first cut rates, I'm going to be bearish. Now, I thought that things would move a little bit faster, that we would get to the point where we would cut rates early in 2024. And then that would set us up for a four-year halving cycle kind of thing, where it's really not a four-year halving cycle. It's just the M2 money supply. But things moved slower than what I thought. But I was always of this mindset since November of 2022 that as soon as they cut rates, that at some point after that we'd have a pump after that, October, But then as soon as they cut rates, that we would at some point shortly after enter a recession. So David, I've been talking about that for quite a while. Bitcoin under 54. Is it under 54 now? It might have gotten under 54. I see 54 too. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some kind of a little bounce here because it is at a retrace, the 236 retrace from swing low to swing high. We can certainly wick below, which we did. So I wouldn't be surprised if there was some buying volume here right now. All right, Breezy says we're not having a recession. Oh, man. I don't know what to say. You are blind if you do not see the dollar's demise. Fiat is not forever. Shamos, I'm assuming you're talking to somebody else. The reason why I love Bitcoin, I hate the dollar more than I love Bitcoin. I love Bitcoin because of the dollar. Because of how terrible the dollar is. In the inverting yield curves. Yeah, Sinister Minister, yes. Now, I would strongly recommend that you check out Alvarez Crypto's most recent video. And guys, he has like 7,000 followers. His content is amazing. He should have 500,000 followers on TikTok, I'm telling you. Alvarez Crypto. Watch his most recent video talking about the yield curve and talking about the whiplash effect. So, can't wait for the Tier 4 copy trade feature. Yes, sir. Let's see. All right, Mr. Cuz does admit small pump. The move to do now is capital preservation for the next bear market. Fed pivots after rate hikes equals bearishness. Thoughts on this? Yes. Yes. Yeah, Oscar, let's talk in November, Mr. Cuz. Please suggest me something for IO USDT. I'm in huge loss spot, approximately 50%. Hold. If October is bad, we'll revisit all of this October. If October for some reason is bad, historically the most reliable month in the year that it's a green month, then something's wrong. And we're going to have to revisit that. And my biggest fear is that Bitcoin would be like, what do? Let's say absolute worst case scenario. Bitcoin goes down to the 200-week simple moving average. That's $38,000. Unfortunately, you would be insane to sell at that time, because what would happen, that's the time to buy. So what would happen in that point would probably be a retrace up to the mid 50s, and then it would be over. Nice dump today. Could you please shed some light for me on Zen Coin? A friend of mine told me about it, but I completely do not understand. I don't know anything about Zen. There was somebody who I followed who was really big on Zen, talking about it was going to like 1,000x or something. I bought some just because of his conviction, but yeah, I don't know enough. What are your thoughts on ArcBlock and Pangolin for year end? I think ArcBlock's going to do very well. Pangolin, I have no thoughts. Alex, will you be having the Twitter space today? I decided to cancel it. So I think I'm going to cancel it for the rest of the month. It's just like there's 15 people in there, 20 people in the space. It's like I have better usages for my hour, for that hour. A reminder, everybody, if you buy 0.2 Solana worth of HEEHEE between now and 1 p.m. Eastern time, you have 90 minutes. You will automatically be entered into a raffle to where you could win $100 worth. So that's going on from now until 90 minutes. Fitch downgraded the United States to AA+ last year. Everyone forgot that we became a liability to global economy. Yeah, I mean, all right. I remember in 2010 who was it? Standard & Poor's or Moody? They downgraded the USA to AA. It did nothing. If there's a recession, why would crypto go up shortly after? Recession 4 years long. Recession 4 years long, not according to not according to how they define it, okay? So especially with QE and all the money printing that they do now. So, all right, I'm going to flip this. I'm going based off of how they define it. So history, Fed funds rate history. The longest recession that we ever had, it was not the 1981 recession to 82. It was the great financial crisis. So 2008 to July of 2009. It's a year and a half. But the difference between now and 1980, that one was pretty long, was M2 money supply. Just the things that they're doing right now, it's insane. It's insane what they're doing right now. I mean, you can see M2 money supply just gradually increasing, gradually over time. And then COVID comes. I mean, really, the great financial crisis comes, and it goes up another by some degrees. But then COVID comes, and this level of debasement is just, it's so ridiculous. And I remember at that time being like, what are you guys doing? This is going to be so brutal. And I also remember at that time being like, my children and my grandchildren are going to suffer big time for this. Not realizing that, no, it's not my children and my grandchildren. It's us. It's us. All right. It's funny how people are asking you about coins. Render, it's not the time to buy anything. Wake up, people. Mr. Cuz, I disagree. I disagree for short term. For long term, I do agree. For a year, I agree. I invest in Roar Exchange. I don't know what Roar Exchange is. High liquidity and the higher for longer position the Fed took is why we are here. Yeah. All right. See, so maybe a bounce off this 236 retrace with Bitcoin right now. Why does Bitcoin need to go higher in your opinion? Can't it just be over? It could, but just now's not the time to call that. Probability-wise, we are more likely to go higher in October and potentially November as well. And it doesn't need to go higher, but I am quite convinced that the market makers, I would not say we're in a bear market, no, that the market makers want you to believe. They want you to believe, and then they're going to destroy you. They want you to get to a point where you think that the things that I'm calling for, it's just that you're going to come back in here and you're going to tell me how wrong I was. And please, I hope I'm wrong. I hope Bitcoin goes to $155,000 in 2025. All right, Big D is in for the raffle. Van Eck just canceled their ETH futures ETF. Wow. Is that true, Elias Nana? Oh, my goodness. You think buying Ondo right now can be a good play for September since you called it an August buy? That was in my top 10. That might be one that I was just wrong about, that you should have waited. Now I think Ondo will go higher. Crypto would not recover a recession until years from now. No. It will. And the reason why it will is because something like this is coming again. This is why it will recover. And it will recover. Bitcoin will recover dramatically. Maybe not altcoins. I do envision a scenario where Bitcoin would go up to six figures, to multiple six figures, and Bitcoin's dominance would get up to 80% and would leave altcoins behind. It would blow altcoins out the water. But I am quite convinced that we are going to see something similar to what we saw from March of 2020 to January of 2022. Are you still holding your render? If so, what are you expecting exits from current price? I'm not holding any render right now. I sold it. I sold it at a loss. I mean, I made major gains, but then I rebought back in and sold at a loss. I very much intend on buying back in. At this point, the only advice is hold. No point selling. No point. Listen, if you want to hold, you hold through September. If October sucks, I'm selling. Unless it just dumps back down to the 200-week simple moving average, I'm out. I'm out if October sucks. Something's broken in October. If October sucks. Will Bitcoin go lower than what it is at now? It certainly can. It most likely will. The idea that this would be the bottom, statistically, it can always go lower. Now, there is always a bottom. It's August. It's September 6th. Oh, my goodness. If it was September, like I was saying earlier, if it was September 25th, I would say we're probably close to the bottom. You mentioned that after the Fed cut rates, the markets would go down 2 months later if they cut 25 in November or if they cut 25 in November and 50 in December, would that extend the time before dump? So I'm just saying, I'm looking at historically. I don't know about specific numbers for basis point cuts. We need 2 consecutive quarters of GDP dropping for recession. We had this in 2022, correct? Yeah, I don't know why they didn't define that as a recession. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with that. Do you like NCT? Don't know enough about it. Good morning, ABC Juan and the Solana ecosystem. Between Radium and TARS AI, which is a better investment? Maybe short-term Radium, but I think there's going to be a nice pump for TARS AI at some point. Price target for Akash this year? I don't have a price prediction for Akash for this year. Let's see Akash. That's another AI down a bunch. Got up to that. That's probably not real. Let's just say $7. Now it's at $2.21. Could it go to $8? It could. Price prediction for Loopring. Some kind of retrace. I don't have a price prediction. All right, guys. I'm going to switch to subscriber only on TikTok. If you want to stay in this live stream, head on over to YouTube, World War Bitcoin. Head on over, hit the subscribe button there. Reminder, all right, if you buy 0.2 Solana worth of HEEHEE, you will automatically be entered into a raffle to where you can win $100 worth. Go to HEEHEE.community for the contract address. That's a website. Okay. Arrow, please. Arrow looks terrible. Now, I mean, does it look terrible? It's still at a lower high, or sorry, a higher low than what it was in July and August. So maybe now's a good time. Sorry to ask about Zen. I promised the last question about it. Which chain would be considered best to buy it on, or which one did you buy it on? I think I bought it on KuCoin, and I think it's still there, even though I'm not on KuCoin anymore because of what they did last year. Do you have a suggestion for a coin token to look at for my portfolio? ETH, Ondo, Link, Aptos, Sui, Loopring, API 3. You got a lot of things covered. At some point, you're going to want to get into meme coins. I don't know if you don't have a good opinion on meme coins or what, but at some point, you're going to want to get into meme coins. M2 is lower now than it was July 2022 since 1913 when the Fed was set up. Each one of those 4 occasions for money contraction was followed by a recession, and one of them was a Great Depression. That's true, yes. And here's the deal. It's trending up. It's trending up at a more aggressive angle now. And, we're not entering a depression. Not yet. Because they can still gaslight us into thinking like, what happens if we see the great debasement 2.0, That means things will skyrocket for a year and a half, and then inflation's going to go insane. And then what? Then they're going to raise rates again, and round we go. I think we have a couple more rounds of that, and then they'll lower M2 money supply, and it'll go back to that. What if October is that meme? The miner almost at the diamonds, you can't be out. Then I guess I'll be out. I guess I'll be the one who loses. I mean, listen, I'll be easily able to enter back in. And really, I'm waiting until the middle or end of October. October 11th, I think, in 2020 was when we broke out. If we technically entered a recession in 2022, could it be that we won't enter into a recession in 2025? I don't know if there's a relation between the two. Hey, Alex, I'm working with the meme coin cult. Pal AI wants to partner with us, and I know he has that partnership. Curious on what benefits or change you found with that partnership. You know, as things have just gone down and down and down, I haven't seen much benefit to it. I'll be honest with you. There will be a time, I think, when the legitimacy of being partnered with Pal AI gives us some credence, but everything is bad. There's no good news right now. There's no such thing as good news right now. When things trend upward again, everything's good news. Price prediction for IO, I don't have one. Price prediction for Ondo, I don't know, $2 this year. All right, Lavi, you got your entry. Please don't spam. Come on, man. Alex, why did you leave KuCoin? I didn't leave them. They left me. I'm an American. Sui's looking good. Let's see Sui. Although I do have my Palau ID, so maybe I'll verify with KuCoin. We'll see. Sui is up 7%. Oh my goodness. Man. I bet Stacks is holding up fine. Yeah. I don't know what to say, man. Thoughts on Turbo? Turbo will be fine at some point, but not right now. Meme coin. Yeah, I think that was the bottom for Bitcoin today. We'll see. That 236 retrace. ICP prediction for this year. New 2024 high, maybe $25 or $30. If we don't pump in October, that kind of makes me more bullish for that period, as we would likely mean we're getting the pain of in QE sooner than later. That would make me more bullish for, you know, maybe instead of a year later, it would be 9 months later that QE would come back and all that. I'm willing to wait. If 74,000 was the peak, which I don't think it was, I'm willing to wait. Because I don't think we're going to have to wait that long. Yeah, sure thing, Adam. Price prediction for AOs, $1. I don't know. You guys asking me for price predictions. I made a series of YouTube videos about price predictions. And if we're talking about 2024 and 2025, I'm ready to throw all of that out. Got paid today. Best alts to buy spot right now. Looking at Arrow. I mean, Arrow's kind of in falling knife territory. I'd look for ones that are more flat. So there's a lot of them. Not Avalanche, no. You're FOMOing Sui, Yubi? I mean, you want to buy just DCA. So Sui, maybe Sui, Adam. Jasmine's looking really good, man. There's some of these that are just holding up so well. Caspa, not so much. Maybe it'll bounce back into that range. That's really concerning for me with Caspa. Okay, I just watched Steve's new video. The bottom line is we're in quicksand Gaussian channel, and it's taken around 250 days at the earliest in past cycles to get out. Not 100% confirmed yet. Yeah, but what Steve does, here's what I've been saying. So this is a big reason why. Oh shoot, I'm on Caspa. This is one of many reasons why I am convinced that we're not going to $100,000 this year. So the Gaussian channel, let me pull it up, or in 2024. So all right, I do have the Gaussian channel here, and my eyes are betraying me. Give me a second. Oh, which one's the Gaussian channel? No. Oh, come on. All right, it's not on here, but I can pull it up really easily. You guys got to see this. All right, Gaussian. 2 S's. No, not gas. All right, come on. I don't know why my computer's failing me. This is really important, so I want to spend some time on this. Gaussian channel. DW. What's DW? Oh, it's Donovan Wall. All right. Oh, man. So we have he looks at the 5-day chart, and we have fallen into the quicksand, but we already did. So here's what I'm saying. Remember this. We've fallen into the quicksand, which is just any green. We're right in the middle of the Gaussian channel right now. It's really hard to get out of the quicksand. But look at what we did in 2021. We also fell into the quicksand, and we got below the middle of the Gaussian channel, and then we rallied to a new all-time high. And the reason why we rallied to a new all-time high is because people were so convinced that we were going to rally to a new all-time high, and we were going to rally well beyond a new all-time high to $100,000 and beyond that. And so I'm telling you guys, I believe, because of belief, that we will do something very similar to this. After having fallen into the Gaussian channel, that we will rally to a new all-time high, but it's not going to be $150,000, $200,000. It's going to be barely a new all-time high. So we're in the Gaussian channel. Same deal. That doesn't mean that it's flat out over. That means that we don't have much. We can push a little bit, but this thing does suck us in. Would it be good to sell in 2026 and do nothing until then? 2026? Oh, do nothing until 2026. Ooh, no. I'm looking to exit before 2026. What's your not financial advice for DCA for first 5 coins? Why goodbye? What do you mean, why goodbye? I just don't know what to say, Poma. There's lots of cryptos that I'm interested in buying right now. You know? Because they're all... I would start with large caps. Just go look at the top 50. Buy within the top 50. No meme coins in the top 50, though. And obviously no stable coins. The ones that you like. Thoughts on Brett? Brett's either flat or down from here. What are your thoughts on IONET AI project? Why are you guys spamming me about IONET? They need to accept Binance exchanges to EU. EU laws are crap. Okay. Alex, I've been DCing in Nakash since a month and like very much. What is a realistic price in, say, 1 year? ZK Cash, man, 1 year, I think crypto is going to be lower than where it is now. You want my response? Lower. How about a few months? You know, October should be a good month. November should be good. We'll see. Aerodrome. I spent so much time talking about Aerodrome already. I'm just not... I don't love Aerodrome right now, but then I look at it and it's like it's putting in a series of higher lows. It's really confusing. All right, 40K invested in H-bar, no. Render, at some point, yes. OM, don't know enough. Flux, at some point, yes. Goldfinch, yes. Phala, don't know enough. Dovu, don't know enough. Karate Combat, I know what it is. I don't know anything about their tokenomics. Hoping for a 7 to 10x by 2025. I think you need to temper your expectations. You want a 7 to 10x. You want somebody to tell you that you're going to get a 7 to 10x by 2025. This is not the channel for you, especially with some of those cryptos. Do you think Brett will be okay in October? Yeah, definitely. Is Injective looking like a good entry? Probably not. Yeah. Don't pay attention to Gaussian channel for any other crypto, by the way. It doesn't matter. It's just, this isn't a sharp downtrend. It's not even, oh, this is the 5-day chart. Doesn't even look a little good. Maybe we have a higher low here. How about LCX? 11 cents. I've been saying 11 cents for LCX. Bitcoin 53,000 over the weekend. No, you got to remember CME futures. Whatever happens over the weekend with Bitcoin, CME futures will keep it somewhat close to whatever it closes at. You know, Chicago time. I think it's what, 6 p.m. Chicago time, something like that. I don't remember the exact time. So, is it better to DCA into my bags while they were down, or DCA into high quality projects I haven't picked up yet at these lows? Oh, man, I've never really had an opinion on that. You know, I'm assuming you have a pretty well diversified portfolio. Thank you, Annette. Yeah, I can't give an answer. I could BS for a little bit. Oh, man, Chainlink. I mean, Chainlink's at the bottom of a range. Chainlink might be a good one to long right now. But then downtrend hasn't broken through. Maybe you know, you long Chainlink until it gets rejected at $11 or something like that. I can't picture Chainlink losing another range. I can't picture it losing this range right here. Solnick's awesome. That's one to be buying, DCAing into. Oh man, what time is it? It's 11:52. I'm so hungry. I'm going to be done here in like 2 minutes. Shouldn't the comparison really be to 2020 section of the Gaussian channel though, not 2021? That is the same time of battle prior to cycle all-time highs and last rate cut cycle. The difference, 2020 was not like there's very similar. Thank you, Edward, sorry. The difference is just the reason why I would say this is Chainlink. Comparison to 2021 is the level of assumption, the level of belief that this is what's supposed to happen, that we're supposed to now shoot off to the races, just like November of 2021. So November of 2020, that was actually 2019 when we entered the Gaussian channel. So maybe, all right, thank you. Cryptex, JR, I have not looked once at Cryptex. I'm sorry, I know it's on Coinbase, so I mean, you could certainly make an argument that this is what's coming for us. Now, let's just forget about the COVID crash. That was a black swan event. So maybe we just would have, in 2019, going into 2020, we probably would have just ranged in the Gaussian channel for a while before making the big move up. You want to say that that's what we're going to do? And so what do we have here? Let's say we range in the Gaussian channel until what? You know, next June or July? That just seems highly unlikely to me. Yeah, you think we go flat in the channel? Maybe. That's going to be pretty miserable. You think Solnick could 10x by the end of 2024? It's definitely possible. But why did we break out of the Gaussian channel? in 2020? Why did we break out at that time? You could say money printing for sure. You could say the effects of the halving finally took place. You could say because of just the belief that we were about to have a big run. Liquidity, Jeremy, that's a good answer. And you're not wrong. But I'm not saying that we're breaking out of the Gaussian channel to this extent. By no means am I saying we're breaking out to this extent. I'm saying we're breaking out to this extent. Just a rally that will cause people to just get destroyed. Thank you, Brana. Do you think Jupiter can hit 65 cents? Jupiter. 70 cents right now. Oh, yeah. 65 cents. That's close to the liquidation wick bottom. Hey, Jupiter also put in a higher high, or higher low, excuse me. Yeah, whole run matches up the QE pump. You guys have a point, and maybe you're right. That is something very much worth considering. I don't hold this tightly. I'm thinking from a market maker perspective. I'm telling you guys. If I were in the position of a market maker, I would do everything I could to get Bitcoin up to $80,000 and to have people believing that this epic bull run is coming, and then I would crush them. Get your lunch. Yeah, thank you, Annette. All right, guys, I know there's lots of questions. Thank you, Brian. I'm going to have to be done. I'm going to listen to Annette. I'm going to get my lunch. MDH Joey, where have you? No. Come on, man. What are you? Oh, why do I have to end it like this? We are not getting anywhere near 2K for Illuvium or $1 for Jasmine. Oh, man. All right. Well, goodbye.